And then, surprisingly, I was finally able to shove the entire squirrel up my... Oh! Hi. Didn't see you there. And then my gynecologist called and said, Mazel tov. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
I'm Danica, and this is Just In Case. And welcome to You're Wrong, the debate show where I prove that Justin is wrong every single time.
Except I'm not. I'm going to be right. Especially on today's. I'm going to be right.
Not even close. Okay. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about horror movie villains. We've split them up into two categories. We have the immortal team. They're not teams.
The immortal
category,
yeah.
And the mortal category. We set some base rules. So for the mortals, they're fighting in a regular world scenario in which they've been told to kill each other. And for the immortals, they're fighting in a closed coliseum.
Yeah.
For simplicity's sake.
So just picture the immortals in like a gladiator like arena, and all the mortals were basically just told, hey, go kill that guy. That's about it.
For the immortals, it's a fight to the death, because they don't die, so it's kind of like a knockout, and you're done.
Who bites the dust first?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of them die, and then come back.
And then for the mortals, it's just
death.
Dude dies. Yeah.
Okay. So, we can start with the immortals. We have 4 possible combatants. We did Freddy.
Of course.
Jason.
Of course.
Pennywise. And Chucky.
Quality.
Because they're technically all immortal.
Yes. Well, to a degree.
To a degree.
To a degree.
They all die and come back, so...
I pick Freddy, because he's the obvious winner.
And not trying to recreate the movie, I picked Jason.
Well, either way, when you talk about who's going to win in a horror fight, the first two you think of are always going to be Freddy and Jason. Shush.
This being said, it is a 4-way battle, so we also have to discuss competing with Pennywise and Chucky.
So we have to say not only what makes ours the winner, but what makes our guy defeat all the other guys. Type of thing.
Yes. That.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first?
Sure!
We've been talking about this for a while.
Yes, and this is why this is the first video, because we've gotten to the point where we've talked about it so much that we were afraid of talking too much about it, so that we already had everything decided beforehand.
Yes.
So yeah, I picked Freddy, because Freddy is the best, and is awesome. I'm slightly biased, because he's my favorite horror movie villain of all time. Okay, so let's start with the easy ones. Chucky's more just a nuisance.
Yeah.
In the movies, he would always just more kill people by sort of just getting the surprise, sort of jumping on them, popping out of things, coming out of nowhere to be able to kill them. Because in a one-on-one fight, all you really have to do is just kick the bugger.
Yes.
And he's just...
Well, that being said, for fighting Chucky, he fights a lot of, assumedly, only mortal people, where you can't really kill Freddy, Jason, or Pennywise with one hit with a knife.
Yeah. Especially since in this situation for the immortals, you know they're coming. Because they're right in front of you, basically.
Yes. And there's not really anywhere that he can hide. There's no, children's closets or under beds. It's an open coliseum. So unless they just forget that he's there, but he kind of is also a dink. So I don't know if he'd just wait until everyone was dead.
That's true. And Freddy also doesn't really fear a whole lot. So in terms of Pennywise, he's not really going to be scared of Pennywise, so he's just going to be able to beat the crap out of him.
Continue talking. I have an idea.
I'm going to just continue talking?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. In advance, she's wrong. Everything she says is going to be a horrible, bogus lie. Freddy's the best, Jason sucks. And in terms of Freddy and Jason, if we bring back Freddy vs. Jason the movie, Freddy would have won. Well, he's still alive. But Freddy would have won. The only reason he didn't was because the kids showed up and messed it all up. Not just when Freddy was able to make Jason fall asleep and then basically almost kill him in his dream, In real life, Freddy was also about to kill Jason until the kids exploded the propane thing and sent them both flying into the water. If the kids weren't in the scenario, like in this exact thing, Freddy would have won. Freddy can lose limbs, and he could use his own arm as a weapon, basically. Jason ripped off his arm, threw it at him, even threw it through Freddy, and Freddy was still kicking. And because he's smarter than Jason, because let's face it, Jason's kind of a moron, he'd win.
Okay, so Jason's not afraid of anything, right? How do you make this work?
It's a
fire. He's terrified of fire. Pennywise turns into things you're afraid of. Oh my gosh, look, this giant wall of fire. I am now paralyzed.
Wait, who, Freddy?
Freddy's afraid of fire because he died to fire.
Well, he's not that, deathly afraid of fire.
Afraid of fire. On top of that...
What's Pennywise gonna do? Turn into a candle?
That would be stupid. Turn into a giant wall of fire. Or a burning... I don't really know.
A wall of fire.
I don't know if Pennywise works.
See, joke's on you, I've seen all the It formations.
That's fine.
Tim Curry.
I don't need to.
And also, anyone who says that the new It is better than the old Tim Curry one, you're also wrong. Just saying. Continue.
You're wrong. Freddy versus Jason. Jason won. Those are the facts.
Because there were unforeseen circumstances with children coming in and just messing
First
it all
of all,
up.
they're teenagers. But this fight is also not one-on-one. So it's not like
It's not like they're going to gang up on Freddy. Everyone's going to try and kill each other. So if Jason's distracted trying to kill Freddy, someone's just going to go try and kill Jason.
But Pennywise is smart. So if Pennywise sees that Freddy is the smartest of the bunch, he will likely target Freddy over Jason.
Except I don't think Jason has the mental aptitude to knowledgeably gang up on someone in the same time. If he sees Pennywise also join him in the fight against Freddy, Jason's probably just going to be like, hey look, a new guy, machete, and go after Pennywise, because he's really not that bright.
Then that further solidifies my point.
And you know what's further solidifies my point? Freddy, in the movie Freddy vs. Jason, was able to manipulate Jason.
That being said, he was only able to manipulate Jason in the dream world. In what we're talking about is the real world. Freddy Krueger cannot bring needles of sedatives to be like, hey, let's jump into the dream world. And because the battle is in the real world in a coliseum, I would say unless somebody for some reason falls asleep, Freddy can't just leave.
But that wasn't going towards the point of just manipulating Jason. That just shows Jason's mental aptitude, shows Freddy's mental aptitude, and it shows that Freddy is probably is the smartest one of that bunch, and is the only one who would willingly just sit back and let the others have at it. I feel like none of the other three have that sort of restraint to be able to just sit back, wait until they all kill each other, and then kill them. Because Freddy's that smart to do that.
I don't think Jason would get tired after fighting a bunch of people. I don't really think that's an issue. I don't think he's going to be like, time out, like, let's go take a nap.
Hey, yo, let's chill. Well, no, he's not going to wait for them to fall asleep, but Freddy, one-on-one, is going to have a lot better of a chance on a 3v1 type of thing.
Yes, but you also don't think 3 people are going to be fighting, then be like, hey, we're missing one. There he is on the other side of the Coliseum.
I don't think Jason will be able to think that. Because Jason's going to just be like, this guy's attacking me right now. I'm going to kill the thing that is trying to attack me right now.
That being said, in Freddy vs. Jason, the kids were around, and he didn't kill them. He wasn't like,
because Freddy was the one trying to kill him.
Let's go to the kids.
Because Freddy was there trying to kill him. He's just going to be like attacking the one thing that's distracting him, which is what's trying to kill him. Which further proves my point.
This is the thing. Jason's best quality has never been his brain.
He's a moron.
But he can win the fight with any of the three.
1-on-1, Freddy had the upper hand in the final fight on the dock. Freddy had his machete in hand and was gonna come down on him before. Okay, that sounded weird. Freddy was gonna come down on Jason.
Oh.
Before the kids messed it up. Freddy was in the process of almost winning, and that's why the kids had to do the propane, because they had to help Jason win the fight.
That being said, Jason was just sedated. So he's not going to be at his peak performance.
No, but he was awake. He was fine.
That's like saying, in the morning, when you wake up and don't get out of bed for 2 hours, kill somebody right now.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'm freakishly homicidal. Freddy would win.
That's not true. I also think Pennywise would focus on Freddy. And...
I actually don't know about that. I think Freddy and Pennywise are the two smartest.
Yes.
I honestly think they would team up.
I think that would be heckin' stupid.
They can both invade dreams.
Everybody fall asleep. Let's all take a team nap.
Because what they'd go after the strong Chucky. Everyone would just sort of kill him instantly. Because he really doesn't stand a
They just let
chance.
Chucky hang out.
Chucky's just like running at them, and they're just doing the thing where you hold them back, and they're just swinging wildly. Because I think they would try and take out the strongest guy, which is Jason.
I would argue that they would try to take out their biggest threat, which would be each other.
Jason.
I don't think so. I think Pennywise would see would see Freddy as his biggest threat, because he has combat skills and is very smart. If you want to be able to manipulate everybody else around you, you're going to try to knock out the next smartest person.
I think they'd gang up on Jason. Because they're both smart, they can both talk normally. I think they'd be like, yo, let's take out the big dude. And then kill each other.
I disagree. And because Pennywise is like 1 billion years old or something.
Yeah.
He's been around the block. I'm sure he has heard of Freddy.
No, but once you hear about Freddy can come and kill you. So clearly, Pennywise doesn't know him.
Unless Pennywise is more powerful than Freddy.
Well, Freddy also wouldn't really fear Pennywise.
Well, Pennywise wouldn't fear Freddy. Here's the thing. Freddy gets his power from people being afraid of him.
No.
And
False.
from thinking about him.
Freddy gets his power from people knowing who he is. So immediately, once they're in the zone, everybody knows who he is because he's right there.
But, working off of the Nightmare on Elm Streets, you reach a point where if you only have 3 people who know about you, you're not very powerful. In the dream world, as people are starting to remember him, he still can't kill people until he has enough power. 3 people's not going to give you enough power.
But by the same thing, Pennywise only gets his strength from the fear of children.
Exactly. Who doesn't need strength from anyone?
Which is why they would team up on Jason.
Well, Jason could kill them early then. What if Chucky breaks their ankles? Done.
Freddy would.
Jason would.
In the movie, Freddy almost killed Jason.
But then, Jason won.
Because unforeseen things blew him up with a propane tank.
Unforeseen things like Chucky and Pennywise?
No. Freddy would.
Jason would win.
So let's move on to the mortals.